for everyone for coming. So today, actually, he will be the moderator. So he will be asking you guys questions. So feel free to give any ideas. I mean, you don't be shy. Today we're gonna ask questions about the cafeteria. So many of you, maybe you have eaten in the cafeteria. You may have some opinions towards it. You know, some advantages of cafeteria and some disadvantage of it. So feel free to ask, give any ideas or any opinions towards it. So we will be finished by 12 o'clock. So we have about roughly 45 minutes to do it. So yeah, so we will be recorded and then we're going to work on our research.
Yeah. So we really want to have a discussion here. So feel free to explain what your ideas or feelings about cafeteria. Because right now, CAF is going to have a challenge within the few years because they will they know that the meal plan they will drop half of the meal plan will not anymore because since so many new hire comes, so they want to find ways to improve their service to gain more people to join their meal plans because otherwise it will drop half of them. People not required to take it anymore in the future. So feel free to explain, and let's start with some easy question first. Anyone who like cafeteria here, please raise up your hands. No one? So? Why are you a so-so?
I kind of like it. I don't know, sometimes they have decent meals, I guess, and it's something to eat, so it's better than nothing, I guess, but I don't know, sometimes it's pretty good.
Okay. So what about the others? Is it all of you don't really like it? Or
I was never a fan. I mean, it's nice that they always have cereal and waffles and stuff because then if you don't like what's there, but I just feel like a lot of it's just not, I don't know, you don't even know what you're eating sometimes. It's what is this? And maybe that's just me, but I was not really a fan of very much of the food. Yeah.
Okay. How about any of you? What do you think?
Actually, I didn't go to the CAF before, so I just heard from my friends that it's not good food there, so I'm not planning on that. So.
Okay, yeah, word of mouth. So, anyone can share experience, good or bad, that about you have that's very memorable for you guys in CAF. Anyone can share?
Not my personal experience, but I heard it from my friend just yesterday. He said, this one time he go to cafeterias and he asked the student serve the food to give him anything on the, what's that called, the dish. It's pretty normal for the student to ask that. And then the stuff just stand there, refuse, and then just say please. And then my friend just pissed off. Like, what? Because they already paid for it, and when you go to the restaurant, staff will say that to you, say please. You just like a service. And that's something that they should improve on for the customer service.
Okay. So it seems like in this group, quite a bit of people don't really have good experience in CAF. So I want to go to two directions. The first one is the customer service, and the another one is the food quality. So, do you have anything? So let's start with food first, because that's the key. So, what do you like? Any of you? What do you like the most in CAF? Any one type of food?
Well, they have ice cream fast Sunday, but I don't think they have it anymore. So
I think they have the ice cream machine.
Yeah, but not ice cream.
Great. I never go, so I'm not sure.
Breakfast is good. All the time.
Cereal.
I don't think, no, it had the actual breakfast meal, French toast, the egg. Usually, breakfast was always what I would always eat just because it was edible. I don't know.
What makes so what makes a breakfast more important or more delicious than lunch and dinner? Is it just a menu? Because I know that breakfast is pretty much set, right? You have egg, you have French toast, you have that kind of thing. But what about lunch? and dinner?
Do
You do not like as much, but why do you not like as much?
Just because I didn't like it was weird, or like I didn't know what I was eating, or like it just looked, or I don't know, like it wasn't. It was just, to me, I just didn't like the food, like, and it wasn't really healthy. Like I felt like there's not a healthy option. Like eating, it was always like unhealthy to me, like really like greasy or fattening, or I don't know, just not.
So where do you go to eat? For
Well,
lunch?
now I live off campus and
Oh.
I cook, but last semester I lived on campus and ate.
Okay. So is it part of the reason why you moved off campus because of the cafeteria? Or
Not mostly, no, but I like not having, like not eating right. But it's convenient too because I don't necessarily like to cook all the time either. So.
okay. So if cafeteria, like, do you care about the price more or about the cafeteria, the quality more? Because how about if CAF lower the price, will you be more interested to join the meal plan, or you don't really want to? Any thoughts?
I mean, like, how low the price will be, because with that quality of food and that amount of price, like, I don't want to go out and eat because I can eat, like, a better food with a cheaper price.
Because right now for dinner, they are selling for $9.75 for each meal in cafeteria. So what kind of price that you accept, I guess? Like, what do you think? Like, what kind of price you
Well,
agree to get in?
if the quality doesn't change, I guess, like, $4 or $5 would be, like, pretty decent price for the cafeteria.
Okay.
What do you think?
The price thing.
Price, yeah. Or is the food valuable to you? Do you get what you pay for, or do you think it's a rip-off, pretty much?
I don't know. Well, I just feel like groceries to get like the same amount of food would be less than that. Like if you went to like Walmart or Costco or something. So I don't really know though.
But if you don't have a kitchen, I mean, I assume you don't have kitchen in Hali. Like, what do you eat on, like, especially Saturday, Sunday, if you don't have the meal plan or even the week?
Oh well, I mean like if you lived off campus and you
Yeah, that's.
did that. So yeah, there's not really. I mean like all the Hollies have like a community kitchen, but it's not really good for like keeping your food in there because people will take it or it's gross. Our kitchen is nasty, so.
I mean, you always have friends living, like, TVA or off campus, you can just, like, ask your friends, hey, can I cook in the kitchen, like, or you can go out and eat. Like, even you go to Subway, like, you have, like, 6-inch sub, and then 2 cookies, or, like, a chips, and then drinks, like, $7. Come on.
Okay.
So we talk about the price, the quality of the food, but what do you, I mean, let's put it that way. I mean, if you go to the CAF, what is the first thing that you look at? I mean, what's the first food that you expect that you're gonna get after you enter the CAF? After you,
Well, there's always like salad and there's always cereal
Okay.
and bagels. But like, and so if whatever they made is gross or you don't like it, then you can have a bagel and salad.
Okay.
So
there's something that is not gonna get wrong, right? It's not gonna go wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Drinks is always good, and water is
Yeah.
always tastes the same. Okay.
The other thing I didn't like was like I felt like there was no variety, and I get like I'm a white girl from the mainland and rice isn't my favorite, but like you have rice with every meal. There's no like other side dish, like it's like always rice.
Right.
And to me that was like okay, I'm sick of rice, like give me something else, please.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So talking about that, so I don't know, for American, is it salad is good enough for vegetable for you guys? Or you want something else? Because in CAF they mostly just have like salad as help.
Like I like salad and
I
I'll
like
eat it.
salad.
Yeah, and I love salad, but it would be nice to have some variety probably a little bit.
What kind of thing that you will want to add?
I don't know.
Like cooked vegetable? Do you like that, or just Asian stuff?
No, like cooked vegetables, like green beans, or like, I mean, you could cook potatoes and carrots pretty easily. Like, I don't
So what about the Asian group? Do you like salad or you want something else? Because we are different cultures for Asian, I'm sure. Any thought? Like, do you want just have salad is good enough for Kev?
Well, I think I'm not really into salad, so I guess if they have like boiled vegetables or like fried vegetables would be good.
Okay. So I think you mentioned about you don't have enough healthy options. Okay, you only have rice, this and that. But if you can add one food or one dish to the a healthy food, what would you add? Huh?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten the calf since last winter,
Okay.
so I don't. But
But what about the healthy options in Cap other
like
than
I
salad?
just like chicken. Like I mean, you could bake or grill chicken. I feel like pretty easily. Like that's not something hard to cook that you can cook in bulk. That like people that's decent. Like it's not the most healthy thing, but it's better than like I don't know some of like the really fatty meats that they feed you.
Okay.
Because right now, what Kev trying to do is to have a new policy, something called block meal plan. Have you heard about it?
Yep, you have it? Okay.
I like Kev. That's why.
So you're living off campus, right? Did you say?
I'm on campus.
You're on campus?
I'm in Hollywood, so I have a kitchen and I have the 25 block plan. So I get 25 meals this semester.
So you can actually cook in kitchen, or sometimes if you're busy, then you can go to the cafe. Okay, is that the reason why you buy the block plan? Is that for convenience purposes?
Yeah, there's times when I really, really don't want to cook, or what I have just doesn't sound good that night, so I'll just go to the cafe usually what I'll do is I'll look up what's in the cafe that day, and then if it sounds good, then I'll go check it out.
Okay. Okay.
So what about the others? Are you two like living on campus still? Or?
Yeah, I live off campus. But last semester I live here, but I live in PA for single girls.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Oh.
So we have our own kitchen, but I bought the block plan 75 times. Because when I'm busy, I can go to cafeteria to eat.
Okay. So would like for those of you like living on campus right now, would you all be interested in this policy for block plan? I mean block meal plan? Are you living on campus?
Yeah, I live in campus, but I live in Hollytown. We have our own kitchen. We can cook by ourselves. But sometimes if we really have a rush time, don't want to cook, I'd love to find a place to eat. But when I hear from my friends say that it's not good, a place that you try, so I quit it up and I will think about which place is good for me.
So are you going to choose the block meal plan or not? Not really. Good.
I don't think people are interested in it because, like now on campus they have like a cart selling food. I think it's way better than cafeteria. The price is like almost the same. Like why would I choose cafeteria if I had the other option? Like on campus.
I think what Kev trying to promote themselves is that all you can eat in cafeteria. So
But the food is not good. I don't want to eat it like that much. So it's kind of like useless.
Yeah, I think that's the problem why they set the price so high, because no offense for the islanders, but they eat a lot. So that's why the quality cannot be too high, otherwise they'll eat way too much, and they kind of increase the cost for cafeterias. So I think maybe they should think more about, is there a good policy to still let people eat as much as they want?
So the last, I don't know, do you have any other question I can ask?
Okay. I know that cafeteria, they have different activities. Let's say in the Chinese New Year, they have the Chinese New Year, they have like pizza night. these kind of activity. What do you think about this activity, and how many of you actually went to this activity?
When I had the gold plan last year, and I went to a couple, and I thought it was kind of cool.
Sound cool?
Like I thought it was cool. They had more. I don't know. I don't know what you call it, but I don't know. I usually enjoyed them, and there was always another option if what was there was not what I was looking for. I guess.
Okay.
So.
Last year they had the Filipino night or
Uh-huh.
whatever, and it was cool to like try new food, but like then if you tried it and you didn't like it, they still had the other stuff. But it was cool like to be exposed to different cultures and stuff.
Okay.
So do you all of you want like CAP to organize more like this kind of special activity, or even have a culture dinner-ish stuff like each day or something like that? Do you want that kind of thing to do?
Yeah, I think they actually make the food better on that day.
I agree with that. I really do.
Because they're not the one who making the food.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Like the Chinese New Year is Chinese cooking food.
Okay, so we may respond that to the CAP so that maybe.
Some of the food that we see is pretty simple. So let's say, for example, if you're getting spaghetti, you're really just getting the pasta itself with some sauce on it. Probably not so much sauce as well. If you can, you can always ask for more, but not so much. Is that a problem? Or so let's say for chicken, you just fry the chicken without any sauce, and then they serve you. Would you want them to do a little bit more, meaning they add a little bit more seasoning, make it a little bit nicer? What about the eye appealing? Does this food look good to you? What do you guys think? So it's more than just the quality of the food, but then how it looks, how the sauce they
No,
add.
I think if they would make it more like people would be more in, because a lot of the time like what it looks like, you're like, oh, that looks gross, so you don't even try it because it just looks like, I don't know, it's not appealing. So why are you gonna try it? So like if they would make it more like eye appealing, I guess, then people are gonna be more open to try it and maybe they'll like it. But right now, like where it doesn't look good and so people don't even try it and they're like, ooh.
Okay.
So then they're like, I don't like the cat, but really they didn't even eat the food. It's just.
Okay.
So any like suggestion that you want to give to CAP? Now is a good time because I'm sure they will look at our video thing. So anything you want to give advice to CAP? It's time to do it now. No one give like you want a system wise like to do survey.
Well, I mean, when they serve the food, they say like all you can eat. But when I go to the cafeteria, and it's like, hey, can I have more? It's like, no. It's like, come on, I have to go back and get the other dishes. Like,
Okay.
that is lame. Like, you said all I can eat, but you say no to me. It's like, come on. Like.
Okay. That's the point. How about you two? Like, any suggestion? Like, what thing that you think CAP will do so that will attract you to go back to eat there? Anything?
I didn't buy the block plan this semester. One of the reasons is they put too much oil. Yeah.
Okay.
It's too oily.
Too much
Yeah.
oil.
Okay.
And so if they don't put a lot of oil, you'll be fine, or?
Yeah, I think I know some of the workers, they work there and they don't know how to cook. So,
Okay.
Hire someone that who can cook.
Okay. So what about? Yeah.
I think if they have a different kind of categories, different cultures food, and they can share it every day, like they have good looking and the taste is good, that other business is about to try food.
Okay, so we're almost done, but I want to focus more about the customer service because he kind of mentioned it at the beginning. So what do you think, all of you, like, what is the customer service that you think you can? any improvement besides in point 2?
I've never had any problem with
No problem.
except for the like when like they have like pizza and stuff and they like you can only take one, but it's also I have to it's just annoying to have to take one and go sit down. Yeah, but you know, like when I know I'm gonna eat two, like just let me have two. But that's I guess that's just like a policy, not really a customer service thing, so.
Okay. He said he has one more, but he kind of playing. But yeah, I think.
Okay. I had a question, but I just forgot. Anyway.
But yeah, so I think we are good for the survey, I guess. So anything want to add? No.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for coming. It didn't go as long as I thought, but it turned out great.